Hey everyone, this is going to be my foundation routine video for pretty much the rest of the year. I'm trying to get rid of all of my other ones because they aren't accurate to what it is now, and this one I've been doing for over a month now, and I've bought backups of all my products, so there's no reason for me to go out and try out new foundations. So this is what that's going to be. I'm kind of going to be doing these final videos, I guess you could say, so that I stop uploading so many of the same foundation routine. I found that it's really abundant on my channel, that's how it is, so this is what that video is going to be. And okay, before I start this video though, I wanted to go into detail about the e.l.f. lashes, and I know you guys have used these before, and I didn't want to go into detail about the actual lashes themselves, but the lash glue. And I know everyone buys the e.l.f. lashes and they go out and buy some duo lash adhesive, which is what I did when I was buying the natural lash kit, and as you can see inside there is that really crappy e.l.f. glue. So I actually recently made a purchase to e.l.f., which I'll probably be uploading eventually for my haul video. I purchased the Dramatic Lash Kit, and I was impressed by the lashes, of course, but the one thing that really got me was the glue. And e.l.f. finally changed their lash glue, and that's so exciting. And I actually took it out and was messing around with it, and it's actually a twist off top, and it has a wand, and you can paint it right onto the lashes. So I'm going to be doing an updated how to put on e.l.f. lashes video and delete my other ones. So this is kind of going to be replacing videos, so sorry if that's the case, but alright, so back to the foundation routine video. Right now I only have eye makeup on. I don't know if you guys can tell. Sorry, there's a mirror behind me, that's where I'm looking. I just have my eye makeup on and I have my moisturizer on, and my moisturizer that I've been using is the Clean & Clear Advantage Acne Control Moisturizer. I've been using this all the time, and I put this on about 5 minutes ago, I guess. I'd never found a reason to put on my foundation before my eye makeup, especially because I touch my face a lot, so if I'm going to smear off my foundation, what's the point of putting it on beforehand? I never understand it watching any other makeup gurus why they do it either, but I mean, I guess that's just their personal preference, but I've found that this works the best way for me. So I mean, don't watch everyone else and think that, oh, you should do your foundation first, then your eye makeup. Whatever feels more comfortable for you, do it that way. So I put my moisturizer on first, then I do all of my eye makeup, and that's how I do it. Usually I use some kind of base, like a primer, and I've always been using my L'Oreal Studio Secrets primer. Today I'm not going to use it though. My skin is actually really soft from the scrub that I've been using, which is going to be an updated what's my skincare routine, because I actually have one now. So this is actually a new container. I was using the old one for the longest time, but yeah, so that's that. If you're wondering what is on my eyes today, it's the Wet n Wild Vanity Palette, and just looks like that. And the colors I used was this matte brown color and this shimmery color, and then I used a little bit of MAC Naked Lunch, of course, because I love Naked Lunch. So again, back to the foundation routine. This has been my favorite combination for the past month. I haven't changed it at all. I've been using the e.l.f. powder brush to apply my foundation, and it's just a flat top kabuki brush. I think eventually I'll end up purchasing one of the Sigma brushes, but for now this completely works for me, so I'm not even going to bother. The foundation that I've used and that I've consistently just gone back to, which is why I'm just sticking with it, is my Dream Smooth Mousse, and my color is in 180 Nude Beige, and this is what it looks like. Just like that. And I'm just going to apply it by just dabbing it into the product like so, and applying. And most people use foundation because they're trying to cover up redness, they're trying to cover up blemishes and stuff like that. Personally, the only reason why I do use foundation is because my skin color is not the same all over my face. And because ever since I was little, I've had these crazy veins coming out of the side. I don't know if you guys can see them. I have veins coming over the side. They come out from under my mouth. You can see those veins. That's the reason why I use them. I don't use them to cover up blemishes. I don't need a huge coating of foundation. This is just how I do my foundation. I do right up into my head. Alrighty. Just like that. That's all the foundation I use. That's all the coverage I need. And that's the only reason why I use this foundation is because I have normal to dry skin. So Maybelline actually makes 2 mousse products. One is this Dream Smooth Mousse, which is the most hydrating foundation I've ever found. Most liquids are so drying and they don't leave a finish like this. This is such a nice finish to me, and it adds a little bit of a dew to it, so it actually makes my skin look dewy and not oily and not dry or anything like that. So, and the other one they have of this, it's called the Dream Matte Mousse. The matte mousse gets a little tricky sometimes because it has the same consistency as the Dream Mousse Concealer. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this before. They actually discontinued it, but this is what it looks like inside, and as you can see, it's just not like a smooth, I don't know how to explain it. Like if you use a little bit at a time, you can kind of control the flakiness to it, but if you need a lot of coverage, I would definitely recommend using like Fix Plus and like mixing it in with this, because this gets so flaky. That's why I wouldn't recommend the matte mousse to dry skin people, because the product itself is flaky. You can obviously blend out the flakes, but I feel like if you're just going to blend all of that out and do extra work, why not just get the smooth mousse? So again, it's completely up to you, but that's kind of my opinion on it. Okay, so once we're done with that, this also comes with a sponge, but I wouldn't recommend using that sponge. Okay, next thing I'm going to do is my powder. For the longest time, I was using the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural. I was using the Stay Matte Powder by Rimmel. I was using the e.l.f. High Definition Powder and Clear, which is like a white translucent powder. But this one has been my all-time favorite lately. It really gives me such a smooth look on my face, and I can't describe it. I really can't. It's the Palladio Dual Wet and Dry Foundation. It's Natural Rice Foundation, and that's just what it looks like. And my shade is in Everlasting Tan. It's obviously by Palladio. And it comes with this little sponge, but I wouldn't recommend using that sponges, obviously. And then the packaging flips down like this. And that's what the shade looks like. It does look a little bit dark on my, like, compared to like my skin tone and everything, but it actually blends out really nicely. And I use the exact same brush to apply it, which is probably the reason why I get the finish that I do. So if you don't have a brush like this, definitely go pick it up. Mine's actually crooked. The ferrule is just, everything about it's crooked, but I think it's nice for when you're applying it or like using your hand. So I just kind of pat it in there and get some powder on there and apply it. I apply it to the first place that I applied my foundation. So that's how I go ahead and apply it. I found that by using this brush, I don't apply as much foundation as I used to, so the foundation dries so much quicker, and I don't have to wait so long to apply my powder and actually finish the foundation itself, which is so much better. Blend it down the neck. So even though this product looks really dark, it's really not. Like when you blend it in, especially with my foundation is my perfect shade, and this is supposedly a shade darker than my foundation, but it still works just as well for me. So I would definitely recommend this if you're using the mineral skin finish and you can't afford to repurchase. That's the reason why I bought this. It's $10 at Sally's Beauty Supply. You can find it at Ulta, but they have a really small supply, and they also sell it online at PalladioBeauty.com. So I would definitely recommend checking this out though. Okay, so as you guys can see on my inner eyes, I've already used a highlight, and I'm not going to go in and use my normal highlight, but I'm going to tell you guys what I usually do. Regardless if I have any kind of eye makeup on, I always put an inner corner highlight. I think that it really opens up my eyes a lot, so that's why I use it. And my highlight is actually really, really simple and really affordable. Take whatever kind of concealer you have that is in the lightest shade. This one is a little bit too dark for me right now. This is the Mineral Power by Maybelline, and it's in sandy beige, but it's a little bit too dark for me. So I've been using this Sonia Kashuk Hidden Agenda concealer palette, and as you guys can see, that's what the shades look like. And these two are the concealer shades. This is the neutralizer because it has a little bit of green to it, and this is the translucent powder. And I've actually been using this light shade, and I would take my pinky and dab it right into my inner corner and give myself like a subtle highlight. And once you do that, you can go in with your favorite highlighting eyeshadow and apply it right inside. And I was using this one, which is again from the Vanity palette, and I would just use the matte shade, not the shimmer. This is the shimmery shade. I would use the matte one, and that's how I've been like achieving my look. So that's just a little secret for me to you. That's how I highlight. And it lasts a lot longer because it's a little bit more sticky from the concealer. Okay, next I go for bronzer, and bronzers I swap a lot between, but I've been trying to use this up because I want to purchase a new one eventually, but I want to finish using this. I've had it since January, so I kind of need to get on the ball with it. It's my NARS Lagoon bronzer. You guys have all seen this before. I'm sure everyone on YouTube owns this, but that's what it looks like. I'm just trying to get rid of it. I really want to try the it's like Luminoso, or I don't know what it's called, but it's not Casino and it's not Laguna. Whatever the other shade is, it's more like a peach tone, so I'm trying to get rid of this, but this is what I'm using today. And I've actually just been taking this brush. I'm just going to take this brush and just kind of get the product, which is a lot harder because there's not product center in here, so to get the whole brush covered, it's a little bit difficult. So yeah, I just take this and I go right here. Okay, so that's kind of what it looks like. Take a couple more swipes. I put it right up on my temples. Just like that. And then I take a final swipe of all the color and just kind of dust it all over my face. So that's all I do for my bronzer. Really simple. I think my staple right now are the next two products, and I think I wouldn't be able to perfect the way my makeup looks without them. I'm actually going in with this e.l.f. complexion brush. I've been using it for all of my blush lately. And I've been using this MAC blush in Peach Twist. This is my first MAC blush that I actually ever bought from MAC, and the color just looks like this. Really beautiful peach tone blush. And I actually apply it to my higher cheekbones up here. So a little bit down my nose. Just like that. And as you can see, sometimes it gets a little bit too pink, but I'd rather it more intense than not. But that's all I use of this blush, which is why my blush has lasted for so long. The last thing is kind of like my little secret. I have a lot of people asking me about it, and regardless of what people think, a lot of people don't know anything about e.l.f. outside of the YouTube community, and people that shop at Target and actually buy the products, because my e.l.f. products at my Target are always stocked because no one buys them. And I think it's just because no one knows like the powers behind e.l.f. products. And I've actually been using this bronzer. This is from their dollar line, and the color is in Sunkissed. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see that, but that's what the shade looks like. And you can see it has like gold shimmers in it, and it's really beautiful. And this is what I use to highlight my face. I go with that really fluffy brush again, and I get like a full coating on my brush like this, and I just go right up over that blush, just like that, so you get that really, really nice glow on your face. Last thing I do is just take a little bit, tap it off, and go right down my nose, so you get that gold shimmer right down your nose, and the rest of it just goes on my jawline, and then I'll just dot the rest in my forehead. So that's my secret weapon. I don't go out and buy $30 highlighter powders because I don't like them. That's pretty much the truth. And okay, So that's what my makeup looks like. The last thing I'm going to do is fill in my brows, and I've never changed my brow pencil ever. It actually just looks like this. It's really ratty looking. It is by CoverGirl. It's the CoverGirl Brown Eye Maker, and I don't know what I would do without this, but this is what I use on my brows. Just like that. To soften the pencil a little bit, sometimes the pencil is a little bit too rough, I'll go back in with that big fluffy brush and just go right over my brows like that. And that is it. That is how I do my foundation. That's how I've been doing it for 3 to 4 weeks now, almost a month. I'm obviously needing to go repurchase more of this because it's getting kind of low. So this is my foundation routine. I'll post some pictures at the end with the natural lighting just to show you what the sheen looks like across my cheeks. And thank you guys for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye.